You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, we got some breaking news in here involving the Sanders family, Shedeur and Deion. But we're going to start with, wow, unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Regardless of how a person feels or anybody feels about Shedeur Sanders one way or the other, this is not cool. This is not cool at all. There was a break-in at Shedeur Sanders' house during Sunday's game. We'll get to Deion Sanders in a minute. Wow. Mike Florio is just breaking this story. Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders made his NFL debut on Sunday. While the game was happening, something happened at his house. Details are still being gathered, but we're told, per multiple sources, that there was a break-in in Sanders' home. Mary Kay Cabot also confirmed it. I can confirm Shedeur Sanders' house was broken into during the Browns' loss to the Ravens, as first reported by Pro Football Talk. It's another example of inherent security vulnerabilities for pro athletes. Publicly known when they're at work because they're on TV. NFL victims, it talks about there were a bunch of robberies earlier in the season. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Joe Burrow, and Cameron Jordan. I didn't hear about the Cam Jordan one. Let me look and see. Let me refresh. I tried to get any update I could on this prior to hitting record because I wanted to try to get as much as I could for this. And a lot of people are just now breaking the news in general. This is just insane. It really is. It's crazy. It's crazy. Shedeur Sanders' home was broken into. Cleveland debut. No news if anything was stolen or if, Shedeur Sanders, by the way, is expected to start Sunday's game with Dillon Gabriel in the concussion protocol. Barring something unexpected, Sanders will make his debut. Wow. Okay, I just broke news. Right as we're sitting here looking for new information on this break-in, we can just confirm that Shedeur Sanders will start. So that's an added benefit of the video of you guys being around in a situation like this where I'm trying to get as much info as I can while I'm actually recording. You see how the sausage is made. You see how we make the donuts around here in a lot of cases. Wow, just like that, Shedeur Sanders is going to start. Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders was in tears over Shedeur Sanders' NFL debut. There's perhaps no prouder dad at the moment than finding out that your son just played his first NFL pro game. When Deion Sanders caught wind of Shedeur Sanders' debut with the Browns on Sunday, he could barely contain his emotions. The Sanders family didn't seem to expect that Shedeur would play his first NFL game minutes on Sunday as fellow rookie Dillon Gabriel was tabbed for his sixth straight start against the Ravens. But Gabriel exited in the third quarter due to a concussion. Shedeur's time had finally arrived, and Deion was extremely emotional about the news. Colorado coach received a call from his son, Deion Jr., while working at the coach's clinic in Boulder on Sunday and revealed his instant reaction. Quote, "I was in tears," he said in a video on Well Off Media. He called screaming, "Man, I'm crying right now. Can you leave me alone? Leave me alone. Leave me alone." Deion also took some questions from the crowd during the coach's clinic. One fan threw him off guard with one about Shedeur. Would you want Shedeur to be on any other team? Buffalo's coach smiled and said, You're trying to make me go viral. I'm going to stay away from that one. Let's just see. Let me see. Around the 21-minute mark. I don't know. This may take too long to get this.
I'm frustrated after watching Shedeur got in today, and I told him it was going to be easy. But I was thankful and happy and appreciative that he came out. 7 or 8. I think it's 8 meetings right now at 8 o'clock. But I have a lot of time for you. Couldn't wait to get here. I'm frustrated after watching Shedeur got in today, and I told him it was going to be easy. But I was thankful and happy and appreciative that he came out. I'm excited. I was in tears. He called me screaming. And I'm crying right now.
Okay, so that's pretty cool. I thought it was going to show him literally receiving the call, and that's what I wanted to see, but wow. Let's while I've got you guys, I'm going to do one more latest Shedeur Sanders search to see if, let me just refresh this. Once again, you guys are hanging with me while I'm literally, man, I don't see anything else on his house. In fact, TMZ, let me TMZ this bad boy, because that's the other one. By the way, folks, Bernie Kosar, feeling good after liver transplant. Praise Jesus. Praise Jesus. Man, I got to tell you, if you guys aren't old enough to realize how good Bernie Kosar was, Bernie was really good. For several years there, Bernie was a really good quarterback in the National Football. He's one of these guys that gets lost in the shuffle, kind of like Boomer Esiason. Boomer Esiason he's really an all-time great quarterback during a time when it was hard as hell to throw the ball in the National Football League because of the way they played defense. Boomer won an MVP in the league, actually. That's a side note, but they're all in that Elway, Kosar, Esiason, Montana, that era of quarterback. Danny White was the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. Phil Simms was the other one that was really good in the league around that time. But that's good. His liver transplant, he needed it. Knew he was going in around 5 a.m. this morning, and it came out, and I guess it went through. It went well. A lot of times those things get rescheduled, yada, yada, yada. Who are the bastards breaking into Shedeur Sanders' house? Is this going to be related to all the other ones? I thought they caught those dudes. I'm almost certain they caught those guys. Did they already did local government release the thugs back onto the street, and now they done broke into Shedeur Sanders' house? By the way, I did not realize this. I knew that Deion and them had a house, a place pretty close to me, like an hour and yada, yada, yada from me. I did not realize Shedeur Sanders was born in a hospital I've been to a million times. That's wild. In a city where I went to college. Not too far from me. Same place where Patrick Mahomes is from. Tell me what you think. Wow. There we go. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.